Hi, good evening and welcome into News Channel 15. I'm Eli Grimes bringing you the news this summer semester here at Wabash Valley College. Let's take a look at tonight's news. WFIW reports authorities are investigating a tragic accident that claimed the life of an 18-month-old child on Friday evening north of Opdyke. According to Jefferson County Coroner Roger Hayes, the child was struck and killed in the driveway of a residence in the 1200 block of North Lighthouse Lane at approximately 8 p.m. on Friday. The child was pronounced dead at the scene. The child's name has not been released pending notification of family members. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Department is leading the investigation and requested assistance from an Illinois State Police accident reconstructionist to help determine the circumstances surrounding that incident. An autopsy is scheduled for this morning, or was rather, as that investigation continues. WFIW also reports an autopsy has determined that 77-year-old Nancy Fowler of Carmi died of natural causes, and authorities say no foul play is suspected in that death. Fowler's body was discovered on May 4th after a welfare check was requested by local post office employees who reported they had not seen her in more than a month. The welfare check led Carmi Police and White County Coroner Chris Marsh to a residence on Shipley Street. According to authorities, Fowler's daughter, 59-year-old Dawn Fowler, told officers her mother was inside the home sleeping due to medication. Officers entered the residence to verify her condition and reported finding deplorable living conditions and a strong odor. After donning protective equipment, they located Nancy Fowler deceased inside of the home. Dawn Fowler was arrested and charged with concealing the death of a person, forgery, and obstruction of justice. During a court appearance, a judge found a bona fide doubt regarding Dawn Fowler's fitness to stand trial and ordered a mental evaluation. The state filed its motion for the examination on May 13th. A status hearing regarding compliance with that evaluation order is scheduled for June 15th. While the criminal case remains pending, autopsy results have confirmed that Nancy Fowler's death was once again from natural causes. And again, the investigation found no evidence of foul play. 3 people appeared before Judge Matt Vaughn in Wayne County Circuit Court last Thursday, resulting in guilty pleas, probation modifications, and a prison sentence, WFIW reports. Michael A. Vaughn, age 49, of Fairfield, pled guilty to a charge of retail theft. Judge Vaughn sentenced Vaughn to 18 months of conditional discharge and ordered him to pay court costs. Vaughn was also ordered to make restitution to Walmart in the amount of $10.69. Ebert Pashia, 57, of Mount Vernon, admitted to violating the terms of a previous probation sentence for unlawful possession of methamphetamine. The court sentenced Pashia to a new term of 2 years of probation and ordered him to pay court costs. Judge Vaughn also imposed a stayed 90-day sentence in the Wayne County Jail, which could be enforced if Pashia violates the conditions of that new probation term. Michael L. Kaiser, 27, of Fairfield, was sentenced to 15 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections for unlawful possession of meth stemming from an offense that occurred in November of 2025. In addition to court costs, Kaiser received credit for 5 days served in the Wayne County Jail. Court records also indicate 4 additional cases against Kaiser were dismissed. The court noted that Kaiser had been unsuccessfully discharged from probation in a previous case, and an amended petition to revoke that probation was withdrawn. WRUL reports a Carmi man was jailed following his arrest last Thursday afternoon at the White County Probation Department. Deputies were called to the office for a parole violation. They say 29-year-old Lonnie Duvall committed. Duvall was arrested in August of 2025 on charges of illegal use of property with regard to meth and also possession of the drug. In February of this year, the property charge was dismissed and Duvall took the guilty plea on the meth charge. For that, he was sentenced to 2 years of first offender probation, fined, ordered into treatment, and required to complete 30 hours of community service. He was given a 6-month jail sentence at the time. Duvall was last due to appear in court Friday morning. Moving on to area arrest reports, a Carmi man was arrested Thursday morning by the Wayne County Sheriff's Department on a Wayne County warrant, says WRUL. According to authorities, Tracy Howard Bergman, age 45, of Carmi, was taken into custody on a charge of violation of pretrial release related to an underlying offense of unlawful use of an electronic tracking device. Bergman was lodged in the Wayne County Jail pending a court appearance. WFIW says the Fairfield City Council is set to meet tomorrow night at 6 p.m. in the council chambers at City Hall for their monthly meeting. On the agenda, along with the approval of minutes of the May 12th meeting and the executive session minutes of the April 14th meeting, is recognition of those who have recently retired from the city of Fairfield. They include Rod Green, Carol Duggar, Teresa Robinson, Judy Reed, Brad Moore, and Joseph Clark. Also listed is business tax district presentations from Andrew Gifford, Mindy Soshop, Napa, and Yellen Helens. Other items on the agenda include a request for the City Hall parking lot project on the business tax district. The council is expected to award bids for 2 general maintenance projects, the sealing of various streets and pavement patching. Also listed is the awarding of bids for the City Hall parking lot project, a resolution accepting and approving a watershed agreement, and the appointment of a lead man for cemetery sexton and water distribution. The meeting is expected to conclude following a financial report, miscellaneous items, and any executive session. Out of White County, WRUL says that Mayor Bill Stendeback announced on Wednesday morning that he has accepted a letter of resignation submitted by Ward Number 2 Alderman Mike Knight. Knight joined the council initially by appointment in June of 2013 after Alderman Jeff Pollard was elected as mayor the previous month. Knight noted his declining health was the reason for stepping down. Before his 13 years on the city council, Knight was most well known as the community service officer from 2000 to 2017. In that time, he worked with vulnerable individuals on a variety of projects throughout the community. One of the most notable was building and completing the second courtroom in the county courthouse. Knight's longtime partner, Paula Dozier, says the couple still hears from folks who worked under the program and let him know the positive impact he had in their lives. Knight was named the Carmite Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year in 2007, largely due to those efforts. Additionally, Knight served his country as a Master Sergeant in the U.S. Army from 1971 to 1991. More recently, he's enjoyed serving as a greeter for youngsters who attend Lincoln and Jefferson Attendance Centers. Mayor Stendeback says, start quote, "I thank Mike for his many years of faithful service," end quote. It will be up to the mayor to appoint someone to fill that position until the next election. News out of Edwards County. Earlier today, Judge Brian Schinkel administered the official oath of office to the new Edwards County Republican Precinct Committee persons at the Edwards County Courthouse. The public was invited to attend this special swearing-in ceremony, and all were encouraged to bring family and friends to show their support. Organizers had hoped to see a strong community turnout for that important occasion. And news out of Illinois, a new law designed to prohibit credit and debit card companies from charging interchange or swipe fees on the tax and tip portions of transactions faces an uncertain future after a federal judge issued a permanent injunction blocking key portions of the measure. U.S. District Judge Virginia Kendall's ruling came shortly after Illinois lawmakers approved legislation delaying implementation of the Interchange Fee Prohibition Act, or IFPA, for another year, pushing its effective date to July 1st, 2027, pending Governor J.B. Pritzker's approval. The law, backed by the Illinois Retail Merchants Association, would prevent financial institutions from applying interchange fees to sale taxes and gratuities. Retailers argued the change would reduce costs, while banks and payment processors contend it could disrupt the electronic payment system. Kendall initially ruled earlier this year that the law could take effect. However, after federal regulators revised banking rules and explicitly stated the Illinois law conflicts with federal regulations, the judge reversed course and determined the state law is preempted for national banks, federal savings associations, payment networks, and out-of-state banks. Supporters of the law argue financial institutions have had ample time to adapt, while opponents maintain current payment systems cannot easily separate taxes and tips from the rest of a transaction. The ruling is expected to face further legal challenges as both retailers and financial institutions continue their fight over the measure, which could affect an estimated $120 to $200 million in annual fee revenue. Despite the injunction, the broader legal battle over Illinois' swipe fee law is likely far from over. That does it for news. Stick around. I've got your weather forecast coming up next, and then I'll be back to talk MLB scores and sports. Stay with us.
Spring into great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a Jeep Wrangler for only $340 a month, or a Ram 1500 with 2.9% financing for 72 months and up to $13,000 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
At First National Bank of Allendale, we know that winning starts with the right support on and off the playing field. That's why our local lenders make tailored, local decisions so you can score big on your goals. With branches across your community, we're here to help with everything from home loans to business growth. Because when it comes to your future, local lending is a true team effort. First National Bank of Allendale. Local lenders, local decisions.
Welcome back. Let's talk your forecast. Hotter temperatures ahead and some chances of thunderstorms and showers throughout the week. Pretty much every day of the week as we put your radar in motion. Earlier this morning, we did see some rain throughout our region, but that quickly moved out before returning into the afternoon hours. Again, pretty much every day this week, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms along with that heat that I mentioned. Let's look at our almanac for today. We saw a high of 85 degrees, 73 the low. Just about 0.2 of an inch of rain in our region. That's expected to climb throughout the rest of the work week. Normals and records just at normal today for the high, just above normal for the record. Just above normal for this time of year for the low today, and then your records are there on the screen as well. Moving forward into your forecast map, starting around noon on Monday, you see more showers moving through our region throughout the early morning hours of Tuesday before that breaks up, and showers scattered in nature once again moving over our area before things start to clear up into Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Wednesday looks like the most clear day of the week and the hottest day of the week as a result of that. As we move forward into your lows tonight, into Wednesday, 71 the low most everywhere you see as you move forward into Tuesday. A high of 89, 88 there in Albion, 89 in Fairfield, 87 to 89, and even 90 down in Carmi. Your lows Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, mostly in that low to mid 70s range, 74 in Mount Carmel and 74 down in Carmi as well. Looking at the highs on Wednesday, likely the hottest day of the week, 92 in Mount Carmel, 93 in Carmi, and that heat index and the humidity is going to make that feel a lot more hot as well. Tonight, looking showers and thunderstorms likely, a low of 71 as I mentioned. Pretty much every day of the week looking like showers and thunderstorms could pop up. And your extended forecast showing mostly in the 80 range for this week in the highs, 91 the hot spot on Thursday, 92 the high of the week on Wednesday. Sunny conditions and cloudy at times, but again, that's a result of those thunderstorms moving through our region. And looking in at the lows, mostly in that low to mid 70s range. The cool spot there on Friday night at 69. But hotter temperatures here. Summer is here. That's your forecast. Sports is next.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at MLB scores from over the weekend out of the NL Central. The Chicago Cubs fell to the San Francisco Giants 1-2 on Sunday. The St. Louis Cardinals completed a series sweep of the Reds 5-3 on Sunday as well. The Milwaukee Brewers beat up on the Rockies 12-4 yesterday. And the Pittsburgh Pirates fell to the Atlanta Braves 2-3, also on Sunday.